independency for everything that have came together. I finally made it my own. I finally made everything, making money, having my own job. And yet, I'm having some struggles, and I gotta make it through. I will make it through. But yet I'm still going through the struggles, and everything in between. And yet, who is there to help? Now that's the matter of if you knowing who can help you, having the bravery to actually help you, so you can actually give the help. It's all about help. Can one able to get help when one has to help themselves first, then actually being able to help another? Because when it comes to help, one has to know the limitations of that one help and not be able to give too much of that one thing, or knowing the actual implications and the consequences with that actual help. And when it comes to actually receiving that help, you gotta be able to accept that help. Not because like, oh, they're giving it to you or you have asked for it, but you have to be able to trust that help so you can actually properly receive that help. And when it comes to actually receiving that help, that is an actual gift that someone's giving to you, just as well as you're giving to them. It is giving the actual heart to give that help. And when it comes to receiving that help, you don't have to ask for that help, because one would do not know what you may need, because without the details that may need, you would end up getting the wrong help, or someone may even not know that you actually need the help that you need, because everything's fine, everything's okay. When someone asks you the questions, are you okay? Everything good? Everything fine? You say, yeah, everything's good, but in the deep down inside, you're just suffering. And you continue to suffer from one day in and a day out. And when you actually go into your actual try to find a safety place, but you can't find that safety place in your actual home, from your job to the place of you used to liking to hang out, even with your own friends, all because you didn't ask for the help that you needed. Because every turn, every moment is a bit of grain of suffering, and every bit of grain of that suffering, all because you didn't ask for that help. And why? Because you didn't have the courage, because you don't know how, because you don't trust. Receiving help is needed when needed. Know when to ask, know how to ask. If you do not know who or what, where, or when, there's always a professional to do so, especially for those who do not understand, or even just leaving out and hearing of an actual ear. They may even know how to help, or they know where to point it out. You may know a friend or two, or you may not have no friends. You may declare you have no friends. You may not need anybody, but and the reality of things, that we are all social creatures regardless of the situation, because in the moment of you was actually being raised as a child, you was receiving help, whether if it's the help you needed or the help you're not, whether it's the good parent or the bad parent, or even you had parents at all, you had someone that raised you from the very start. You have someone that helped, because in the end we are social creatures, and towards our actual end, when we're swiveled, old, gray, we will continue to have our help, even to the point of death. Help is needed through all stages of life. But the more you do not have the help, the more you would rot and wither away. Because it's like a tree. A tree needs help from us, from the elements of the outside, from the rain, the sun, the soil, the small animals that actually help nourish the roots, and all the weather conditions for everything to help flourish, to become a grand tree. Have you asked help? Do you need help? From time to time you need a help. Not because you need to. At times you gotta have to want to. Because there is a new skill that you need to learn, but that other person is the master. You have to learn that skill. If it's coming to a new job, you want to make it on your own, you want to do everything exclusively of your own. But for every past experience, for our minds has gathered and grown, all because the help of others, of exterior influences. We need help, regardless of who, what you are. Because if you have the money, that money is helping you to pay for the services that may you actually need or want to get the things that you want. Help is always there. Whether it's through the means of money or things that you already did. Because in reality, even if you live in the middle of nowhere, if you're stranded in an island, there will be a time that you would actually need someone. We are social creatures. Without such help, sometimes we'll leave us but drafted. The thing about help, it helps us grow, learn. At times we know that when it comes to hard learning, because it's hard. It's a struggle because someone else has caused the problem because you didn't trust them and they didn't give you the right help. They gave you the wrong help. But the thing is that you did learn something from them. So that can help you. It's about a bit of optimism, changing the things that went wrong. You can learn from that mistake. From that mistake, not to believe or trust that person, whether it's a liar, a con artist, or something of that. Someone who actually betrayed you, lied to you, hurt you. A thing about help. Everybody needs it from time to time. Knowing when to ask, how, and especially when it comes to actually giving the help. Do not force it upon them. Do not push it away. Do not have help. Full-on help. Because your little bit of help can actually mean the world to another. For everybody points of view, that little bit of help have shifted their actual paradigm on how they see the world. Not only for that moment, but even for the lifetime. Help. We all need help. From time to time. Not all the time. Sometimes for those who do need that help of all the time. I hope you get the help you need. Seek out with the help you need. Seek out. You have to be willingly and wantingly. The thing about help, it can be a bit of a discomfort. And it will be uncomfortable because you're having someone, especially may sometimes be a stranger you don't even know. But that person will help your world. That's just a matter of trust. Knowing the right person. Even if it's a complete stranger sometimes. But trust is something of a different video. Loyalty, lying, harm, all those are just different. But this video is about help. Well, that's all I got for now. So when it comes to actually receiving help, be sure you get the help you need and make sure you subscribe for more videos like this. And I'll be sure to listen and lend an ear. For more comments down below. If you want a particular topic, I'll be gladly to read it and give you a heart. Or if you just want to say thank you. Rather to subscribe, which I highly recommend because I'll be pushing these videos quite frequently. With only a big B2 a month, but these videos are for your noggin. And with your noggin comes the perseverance and the way you can thrive through your own life. And for that, I hope you have an excellent and wonderful day. And make sure to know that make your own value, make yourself worthwhile. Until next time, bye-bye!